Good morning. My name is Robert Misey. Welcome to my continuing series on the international tax provisions of the 2017 Tax Act. Today, we're going to talk about using the participation exemption to obtain qualified dividends from non-treaty countries. And since we're doing the participation exemption, what better audiovisual aid than one of my kids' participation trophies? When we moved last year, we boxed them up. I guess I actually saved one. We had about 30 for participating. Well, participation exemption is somewhat similar. You get something good for basically doing nothing. So only a C corporation gets the participation exemption. Foreign sub distributes a dividend upstream to U.S. Co., which is a C corporation. No tax whatsoever in the United States. They receive the exemption for doing nothing, just like my kids winning those participation trophies. Now, it only applies to a C corporation. So, what happens if you have a pass-through entity, LLC, an S corporation, or a partnership? Well, if F sub, the foreign paying entity, is located in a treaty country, it's a qualified dividend, and the income tax rate is 20%. If the sub is not in a treaty country, and we don't have treaties, our largest trading partner we don't have a treaty is Hong Kong, but think of Hong Kong, think of Monaco, think of all those great countries in the Caribbean that have great weather and very little tax. A dividend received from that can be taxed as ordinary income at a 37% rate. So, how can we get them the participation exemption? If you're in one of these non-treaty countries, if you have this foreign sub there, you can have your LLC, your pass-through entity, whatever it is, contribute the shares of that non-treaty foreign sub to a C corporation. When the dividend goes upstream to the C corporation, no tax under the participation exemption. And then when the C corp distributes it to the U.S. individual, it's a qualified dividend, paying income tax at a 20% rate. Even if you're in one of those situations where you previously checked the box for the foreign subsidiary to get direct foreign tax credits, you're still subject to tax at a 37% rate on those foreign earnings. I did the math, and if your rate of tax in the foreign country is less than 15%, you're going to want to recheck the entity and then distribute the dividend to a C corporation, then go further upstream to the individual. What's the work plan? First, we want to confirm that the foreign sub isn't a PFIC. The idea doesn't work if it's a PFIC. We have to incorporate the C corporation. We have to contribute the shares. We have to have board resolutions, and there's a holding period. We have to wait 365 days. Well, thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time.